Be thankful for what you have. Once upon a time, nestled in the heart of a quaint village, there lived a young boy named Ethan. Ethan was known throughout the village for his insatiable desire for more. No matter how much he possessed, he always yearned for something new and shiny. His parents, hard-working farmers, did their best to provide for him, but Ethan was never satisfied. He would often complain about his modest home, wishing for a grand mansion like those he had seen in storybooks. One fateful day, a mysterious traveler passed through the village, carrying with him a magical lantern said to grant one wish to whoever possessed it. Ethan, fueled by his greed, begged the traveler to sell him the lantern. The traveler, sensing the boy's desperation, agreed to part with the lantern in exchange for all of Ethan's earthly possessions. With the lantern in his possession, Ethan wasted no time in making his wish. "I wish for the biggest, most magnificent mansion in all the land," he exclaimed eagerly. In an instant, his wish was granted, and before him stood a sprawling estate that rivaled even the grandest of palaces. Overwhelmed with joy, Ethan danced around his new home, reveling in his newfound wealth and status. However, as days turned into weeks and weeks into months, Ethan began to realize that his mansion brought him little happiness. Despite its grandeur, he felt a profound emptiness gnawing at his soul. No amount of material possessions could fill the void that lingered within him. It was then that he remembered the words of his parents, urging him to be thankful for what he had. Filled with remorse, Ethan sought out the traveler who had sold him the lantern. He begged for its return, willing to give up everything he owned in exchange. The traveler, seeing the change that had come over the boy, smiled knowingly and granted his request. As Ethan watched the mansion disappear before his eyes, he felt a sense of relief wash over him. Returning to his humble home, Ethan embraced his parents tightly, tears of gratitude streaming down his cheeks. From that day forth, he vowed to live a life of simplicity and gratitude, cherishing the blessings that surrounded him. And though he may not have possessed great wealth or power, Ethan found true happiness in the love of his family and the beauty of the world around him. As Ethan embraced his newfound perspective, he took it upon himself to spread the message of gratitude throughout the village. He shared his story with anyone who would listen, inspiring others to look beyond the pursuit of wealth and find fulfillment in the blessings they already possessed. Together, they embarked on projects to help those less fortunate, realizing that true joy came not from hoarding possessions, but from giving and sharing with others. And as their acts of kindness multiplied, so too did the sense of unity and joy that filled the village, proving that a heart filled with gratitude has the power to transform not only individuals but entire communities. The villagers marveled at the transformation that had taken place within Ethan, learning a valuable lesson in the process. They too began to appreciate the simple joys of life, realizing that true wealth could not be measured in material possessions, but in the richness of the heart. And so, the village flourished, filled with a newfound sense of gratitude and contentment, all thanks to the wisdom of a young boy who had learned to be thankful for what he had.